Hello everybody, this is me Sajid and welcome to this video. We are going to discuss two phrases and want to see if what we can get out of them from our career and job perspective. I'm sure you might have heard of those. If not, then I'm gonna make it easy for you. So there is a saying, do what you love or doing what you love. This sounds very interesting in theory because this is what we want to do. Everyone wants best case scenario and best things for them. They want to do what they love in their life, in their job, in their career, or even want to have things they love, right? No one wants the things that they hate, or maybe someone does, but let's not talk about that. So when you say do what you love is rightly applicable to your career and job as well. How so? So for example, you graduate and there is a certain thing that you want to do. For example, you want to be a media person, but you are not able to find the right position for that. You have done all the efforts that you could do to make your way, but so far you have not been successful. Now, it is possible that you wait for that opportunity for long. However, we live in real life, so we can't wait forever and we need to get going and we need to start earning. So you would probably go with the option that is available at first. So for example, you wanted to do a job in media, however, you did not get a job in media as you are an entry-level guy or a fresh guy, so it's easier for you to find job in any other industry and you ended up doing a job in telecommunication. Now, of course, you're not doing what you loved. So if you are one of those who's doing what he loves, then I would say you're a passionate person. So because when you do what you love, you're definitely passionate about what you love. And when you're passionate about something, it reflects in your work, in your overall profile, in the way you talk, in your confidence. So it is an important factor. And similarly, if you do what you love, your career progression is also very good because you're able to deliver good results, you're able to deliver value, and that's how you would be recognized quite early in your career and then get going from there. So you will not get the feeling of even doing a job because job is essentially an activity, right? And not everyone wants to do that kind of activity. However, if you are doing what you love, that does not look like job anymore. It's not just a task for you, it's something that you're passionate about and it is a positive thing. Now, this was very good situation for those who found their sweet spot and are excelling in that. What about those who are not able to find their sweet spot or who are not able to identify or find what they wanted to do or what would have loved to do? Of course, we live in a practical life, so we can't wait forever. We have to get going. For example, you are fresh out of university, you want to go to media studies, you did not get a job there, and then you are still waiting for what you should do. Of course, you can wait for a few months, maybe a year, maybe a couple of years, but definitely you need to start something if that's not working for you. Why is it not working for you? There could be several reasons for that, which I'm not going to discuss here. We will maybe discuss at some point in time. Let us talk about the situation that you're now in. So you did not get a chance to work in the area that you love. However, you got something else. Now, what is the way around to that? I would say the best way is to start loving what you do. Because if you start loving what you do, then the situation changes. It requires a bit of mindset change and a bit of an extra effort. And I say it like this, that nothing on the earth is impossible. You can pick any domain, any industry, any functional area, and you can just put some extra effort to do it. I give you an example like that. So for me, I never say something is easy or difficult because it's very subjective and varies from person to person. Well, things that might have been easier for you may not be that easy for me, and vice versa. Things that have been easy for me may not be very easy for you. So the same is applicable for jobs. If you are not liking or loving what you do, then that means you need to put some extra effort. And trust me, once you start getting results of what you do, you will automatically start loving it. Let's say you are into customer care services. You don't like communicating with people, right? And you are an introvert, for example. You don't like talking to people. You don't like customer facing roles, which is absolutely fine. However, when you are put into that situation, of course, you need to overcome certain hurdles. And once you are done with that, you will actually start enjoying it. Now, this transition may take 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, but definitely there would come a point when you would start loving what you're doing. And that is the mindset thing that you need to have. If you are not able to land your dream job, then in whatever job you are in, just pay attention to that, do it with full dedication, put an extra effort, till you start liking it or loving it. And once you start doing that, you will automatically start seeing the outcomes and the results. If you feel that you have spent a reasonable amount of time, maybe 5 years, in doing something that you didn't like, but you are still doing it and you're still not liking it, that is absolutely fine. Then that means there are other options for you. And there is another important thing to note, that our preferences change over time. So do not limit yourself or restrict yourself that you cannot go into any other domain or any other functional area, right? That's what we call change, and change is important. So you need to be open and flexible towards these choices and towards these options. It is essentially possible that what you loved 5 years ago, you might not love it anymore, correct? So should you go back and change your career? Of course not. You should look ahead, look forward, and try to work out with what you have in your circumstances. I just wanted to use this opportunity to discuss these two interesting phrases. You should not be sticking to one of them as a hard and fast rule. You should be flexible enough to consider and cater what life brings to you, because life is, as they say, life is not bed of roses, and so is the career, that it's not always as planned. There are definitely some hiccups. So you need to adjust to them, adapt to them, and the best way to do that is to be flexible. Do whatever you do with full dedication, devotion, and then ultimately you will start loving what you do. This has been all from my side. If you have any questions and queries, feel free to ask, and I would be more than happy to answer. If you found this video interesting, I would say stay tuned and see you in the next video.